Hello, namaste. It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. Also leannepeters.com if you're interested in my ceramics. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is guidance cards for this week. I'm a little late because it is Tuesday here already. Tuesday the 21st. I'm coming to you from Tasmania, Australia. So we're sort of backtracking to Monday because I know some of you are still on Monday, and it's good just to get a recap of that energy for those of us already in Tuesday, and then we can get a bigger, better look at the week ahead. So I'm looking forward to seeing the cards for this week, which I'll do shortly. Extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. What I'll be doing today is I'm using, ta-da, we've changed decks. I'm using my Speed of Light Oracle cards today. These are very powerful cards, so I'm really looking forward to seeing. There's a shift in energy, so I was inspired to change up decks. Some of you have asked about my combined decks, which I love, and I still use those personally and for my readings and things that I do privately. But with the change of focus with my videos, I want them to be more about the cards, and I feel it's a bit confusing to have a combined deck of cards, although I probably will grab them at some point and we'll do them occasionally, but for the most part it's going to be the single decks. So this Speed of Light Oracle cards come with a book, and my deck is very well worn, I can tell you. So I'll be using these cards to look for the best card for Monday through to Sunday, one for each day of the week, and then the theme card for this week. So it's from the 20th to the 26th of January. So this is general guidance for everyone. I'm not doing personal readings here. So just take on board what feels right, what resonates with you at the time, and let the rest go. If it doesn't resonate with you now, it's okay. Maybe guidance for someone else. So just see how it feels, see how it sits, see how it fits into your life. And don't forget to come back and reconnect with the recording throughout the week ahead so you can see how things are falling into place or how things relate to what you're going through. I will keep the video pinned to the top of my Temple of Balance Facebook group for the week, and you can also find it on my YouTube channel, Temple of Balance, and on my website, templeofbalance.com.au, under the video tab. So before I pull the cards, I just want to remind you of a couple of things I've got going on at Temple of Balance. Firstly, we have our retreat coming up on the 14th of February, which means we're less than 4 weeks away. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully the weather warms up because it's turned cold. So we will see. But I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you in Tasmania from the 14th of February. So that's soon. Very exciting. And there will likely be a retreat next year. We're just playing on some new ideas for next year's retreat. Keep an eye out for some e-courses probably in the next month or so, and some healing events. They're lots of fun. And also you can learn more about my card decks, my books that I've written, and various things, artwork and things, on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. And if you're interested in my ceramics, like ceramic earrings, porcelain, necklace, sculptures, smudge bowls, things like that, please have a look at leannepeters.com. So thank you so much. Let's get into the cards. I'm going to pause for a moment because I've got to reset up down on my board, and we'll see what might be in store for us this week. So let's have some fun and see what the cards say. Okay, let's see. What will the cards say for this week? So let's shuffle the cards and see. Take a nice big breath. Just remember, this is guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason. Let's see what comes up. So I'm shuffling and I'm holding the intention to find the best card for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. and then one card for the theme for the week ahead. And I trust that the best cards will find their way to the top of the deck that are the most helpful for the majority of us. Okay, let's stop here. So we'll place them face down. Just give me a moment. Can you hear the birds in the background? They are beautiful. We've got magpie. Sounds like some parrots. Okay, let's go. Well, Monday the 20th, that of course was yesterday for me. It may still be Monday for you now. So let's see how we can relate to this. Monday the 20th of January. Interesting. We have a card 25 called Pause. It says hold, time, transition, suspension, and limbo. This is about time kind of holding still, a pause time, which a lot of us, some of us, have been really inspired to take and enjoy. A time of pause, some downtime. So that may be still flowing into our Monday. I can certainly relate to this. And it's like using our pause time to heal, our time of waiting to heal. So there is a waiting element to this card, but we can use our waiting time to heal, to mend, to reassess, to let things work out and shuffle around behind the scenes. So there is a lot going on underneath. So even if we're pausing and resting on Monday, there is a lot happening underneath. The sands are shifting on very deep levels at the moment, and we might not be seeing these play out in our life quite yet. We may be feeling inspired and motivated to start applying things, but we're probably in the next weeks and months going to start seeing what's been playing out behind the scenes. So Monday, a great time to pause. We're in a state of transition. We're adjusting to new things. Plus we might feel that we're in limbo. Okay, Tuesday the 21st, that's today for me. This is interesting. I see these cards as very similar. This is card 13, Scattered. I mean, they have a similar feel, sort of galaxy sort of feelings here. Card 13, Scattered. It says overwhelm, confusion, concentrate, and plan. This is an unruly, creative, unsettling energy that's moving through potentially for Tuesday. Now, this may bring up some overwhelm, so we may need to be aware on Tuesday not to let ourselves fall into overwhelm or let things blow out of proportion, basically. On the positive side of this card, this brings new, creative, raw energy, primal energy, we could say, that's coming into our space. We might not use it in a tangible way yet, but we might be ripe with ideas, motivations, and just thoughts that are changing. We're shifting where we're putting our attention, where things are changing for us on very deep levels. There's a great, very deep transformation, and this is also a part of that. So shifting sands, scattered, overwhelmed potentially, but if we can concentrate, make just a simple doable plan for the day, we will get through this no problem on Tuesday. That's today for me. So this is Wednesday. This is Wednesday the 22nd. We have card 36 called Shadow. It says shape-shifting, hidden, release, and raven. That's funny because tomorrow, which is Wednesday, part of my idea of creating some new ceramics is a raven sculpture, which I've had in the back of my mind to do for a couple of weeks now. So that was on my list. I might be leaning towards that raven. We will see. This is really positive. Puss, are you walking over the cards? Move your tail, I can't see through it. Okay, the cat wants to be a part of this, it seems. This can be a bit of a confronting card. It talks about something that may be uncomfortable or confronting that starts shifting into a new light. So it's, you know, that new level of understanding, that epiphany, that seeing something in a new way than how we may have seen it before. And there's some releasing attached to this, and there's a feeling here that something that may have been hidden or kept private may come out and be revealed on Wednesday. This may be part of the confronting energy. There is an honest energy to this card too, so it's reminding us to be really honest, always, anyway. But as we journey through the shadows and bring the light into the darkness. So there is great potential here if we don't let ourselves hold on to what was hidden, what we're uncomfortable with, what we're confronted by. If we can see it for what it is and let our hold go, then that will likely shed some light on this energy. So Thursday, the 23rd, we have a strong shift now. So we've got energy building these first few days, a uncomfortable limbo feeling potentially, unless we're letting ourselves settle into the pause. We have a potential overwhelming energy here, or we could just let the new energies come in and not have to worry about what they're wanting us to do or where we're being led or having information. If we're not worried about this sort of stuff, we can let this energy come through. So there's a two ways we can look at both of these cards and this card. So we could see this as a dark looming fear, for example, but there is great light in this card too. So all these three have a duality, we could say. So if you're seeing this from a dark, woe is me, wallowing, painful perspective, this is probably going to be tough these first few days. If you can let yourself trust in the time, trust in the waiting, flow with it, and bring light into the darkness, let yourself be confronted so that you can bring and shed light on this situation. There is great stability coming for Thursday here. We've got the Temple of Maya, card 51, and it says manifestation, revelation, and purpose. This talks specifically about a building of some significance, so a structure of some kind. It also brings structure, so it brings the manifestation of an idea or a goal or something we've been wanting to do. We'll start seeing that in form. It brings purpose. So what's being birthed out of this bit of an unstable potential few days and maybe days previous is a stability. It is a confidence, a certainty, a clarity that's wanting to come through on Thursday. And this will be very welcomed. There's a substance to this energy, something tangible. Now Friday, we have a featured card. It's the Shaman, and it's card 17. It says solitude, grounding, mending, privacy, and reassess. She says here to fan out the cards and pick an extra card. So I'm just going to go with this. Okay, we've got card 26, filters, with this card. Let me just make sure you can see these. So basically this card on its own is talking about taking some time to be private so that we can heal, mend, and reassess our life. We may need to take a break or pause. There's a different feeling to this card. This is by choice. This may not be by choice. This limbo pause feeling. There's a waiting energy with this card. So we can be impatiently waiting, or we could use our waiting time to our benefit. This is more by choice, and we need to deal with something quite privately, rather. And it's likely to do with this card, which is card 26, filters. It says belief, cancel, delete, clarity, and awareness. This is about using our private time to clear the filters and the distorted glasses that we wear that are distorting how things really are. So there may be a need here to look seriously at our own viewpoints on things, our own opinions, these types of things, our judgments as well, and make sure that we're not clouding things or distorting things because of our own wounds and our own issues. Can we let those go and see how things really are? And this is how clarity will come. Now this is Saturday's card. We have another featured card, but this one doesn't want us to pull an extra card. It wants us to meditate. It's card 52, it's Koala, and it says ponder, slow, quiet, grandfather, and wait for it, wait. So we've got pausing, waiting, we've got privacy and quiet time, and there's a slow energy that's coming in for Saturday. Things may be moving slowly as we rest, as we ponder, as we wait. So there's already 3 cards coming up that are talking about waiting or a slow, quiet energy. Sunday's card is another featured card. There's only 11 in the deck, I'd like to add. And this is Sensuality, card 46. It says love, breath, relationship, and passion. And it has extra information here which says to breathe deeply and choose a random card. So I don't think about it, I just grab it. And we have another featured card. This happens sometimes. This is card 9, Cobra Bite. It says sting, shock, truth, illusion. And it has more information here which says to take the top card from the deck. Okay, so what these are doing now, these are telling us a story about, I'm going to move it up there so we can see. These tell us a story about Sunday. Let's look at them separately. So first of all, we have Sensuality here, which says love, breath, relationship, passion. This is about reviving our relationships, reviving ourselves, reviving our life. So there's a feeling here of things feeling deflated. But Sunday is an opportunity to reinflate ourselves, to bring love and life, passion back into ourselves, back into our relationships again. It takes effort. We could still be feeling slow moving. There's a slow moving duality feeling here, a stability Thursday, but then private, slow, quiet. We may still be on that sort of momentum, but we can make an effort to revive ourselves and our relationships if we recognise they've been stagnant or deflating. And coming with this card is the Cobra Bite, and this is a strong card. It brings us a sting, shock, truth, illusion. We're being encouraged to face the truth of our life, our relationships, and ourselves. And this is a confronting card. It brings with it a shock or a surprise, and it's nothing to fear, but something that's going to potentially align us further with our truth, and especially the truth in our relationships and the truth in our life. With this card is card 28, Delegate. And it says ask, plan, organise, and assistance. So there is strong energy moving in potentially for relationships, our life, and our relationship with ourselves. This is going to bring a strong, forceful, almost potentially energy that's going to almost wake us up or jolt us into that revival. And as a result of that, we're being reminded to ask for help if we need it and to get organised. That our time of sitting back and resting is over, and it's time to jolt ourselves, almost like revive ourselves, you know, like one of those cardiac machines, just jolting ourselves back into our life again, getting organised. And we may feel just automatically inspired. It may be confronting, as this card implies, but, you know, the Cobra Bite's not an easy card to face most of the time. But if we can face it and see it for what it is, then there's likely a motivation that's going to arise from this. There is an up and down feeling to the week. We have strong energies coming in. We've got a lot of pause, a lot of resting, a lot of, you know, taking some downtime. There are some strong moments. This is a strong card. That's a strong card. This Cobra Bite is a strong card. And I would say this is too. So there is a lot of strength coming in potentially, and it's going to birth out of the resting time. It's almost like a lotus rising up out of the muddy waters. That's how I'm seeing this. Let's see what the theme card wants to add here. The theme card will bring these days together and show us the bigger picture. And we have another strong card. It's card 40, Tiger Claw. He says to stand our ground, speak up, take action, and find courage. So we may need to clear the air this week with a few things and face the truth, to stand our ground and take action. So even though we're having quieter times, there will be probably quite active times too. So he brings action this week, he brings courage, and he brings courage really to clear the air. There may be days where we don't feel it, and it doesn't mean we've missed something. It just means we're going to probably feel the energy go a bit like this this week. Wow, that's a lot of cards and a lot of interesting energy around this week. So just see how you go, just flow with it as best as you can, and just think of this as a guide only. So some things perhaps to think about, and to, it reminds me too to the important message of embracing the ebb and the flow of our day-to-day life. And because I'm doing these readings now over the week, we get to see the potential of the week ahead. So previously, when it would just be two days, we were just getting a snippet of that energy. But looking now, it's Tuesday now for me, looking back on the potential energy for this week, there is this sort of feeling. So what we probably need to keep in mind is trusting in that ebb and flow, being okay with the resting, slower moving energies, and being okay with the higher, more motivating, productive energies, because they'll probably play out strongly this week. So ease into it as best as you can. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. I have used my Speed of Light Oracle cards today. If you want to learn more about them or start working with them yourself, they're very easy to use, and as you can see, they're very powerful, and they do align very strongly with the truth, and they are straight to the point. If you want to work with them or learn more about them, please have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. If you want to learn more about the work that I do at Temple of Balance, or if you want to support it so I can keep doing these videos and keep doing this work, then please have a look at templeofbalance.com.au. If you want to learn more about my ceramics, like these sorts of things, or sculptures and things that I'm making, smudge bowls, please visit leannePeters.com. Thank you so much for connecting, and I will see you next week for some cards for next week. And there are going to be lots of videos coming up, because I did lots of video recording while I was camping. So I've got some interesting videos coming up on my thoughts about art, and some other interesting things. So keep an eye out for those this week, Wednesday and Friday, and the Wednesdays and Fridays to come. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Have a fantastic week ahead. Bye for now.